are you? My name is Lois Githiga. I am a regulated Canadian immigration consultant based in Calgary, Alberta, and I work at Milele Immigration Services, Canada. My friend, I want to talk about misrepresentation and people who have been banned from entering Canada for a period of 5 years. So if you know someone who has been banned, this video is for them, or someone who has been deemed to have misrepresented. And by the way, what is misrepresentation when you're doing an application? So usually misrepresentation arises when you provide false information or details with your Canadian immigration application. And today I just want to focus on people who are outside Canada trying to enter Canada, not necessarily people who are in Canada. So you could be applying for your visit visa, your study permit, your work permit, or even PR. Okay, so this video is for you. And before we proceed, I just want to let you know that this video is for education purposes only. This is not legal advice. Should you need legal advice, kindly head on to my website. The details will be here, and book yourself a consultation, and I'll be happy to meet with you virtually and answer all your questions. Now, if you are deemed to have misrepresented, you'll be found to be inadmissible in Canada. And when you're found to be inadmissible in Canada, it means that you cannot enter Canada either for a duration or forever, and we shall talk about that. I just want to let you know that if your family member has been found to be inadmissible, you most likely will also be found inadmissible. Okay, so you gotta be very careful when you're doing your applications to Canada to avoid misrepresentations, or rather even to avoid inadmissibility. Okay, so let us talk about these people who are getting banned, because so many people got banned, especially from Africa. This past year and last year, a lot of people got banned, and I have so many questions regarding that. Examples: how would you be found to have misrepresented? If, let's say, you provided fake documents or altered documents or information during your visa application. This could be education, travel documents, visa documents, employment, finances, letters of admission, identity documents, or even police documents. Okay? The other one could be you did not answer questions truthfully. When you're doing an application, make sure that you read every question and understand it and answer truthfully. What does that mean? Questions on medicals, questions on using representatives. That has been a big one this year. A lot of people who used agents who are non-regulated were found to have misrepresented, and a lot of them were banned. Others are using interpreters and not declaring that you used an interpreter in your application. And other questions that people at times don't answer truthfully is whether you've been denied visas in the past, or whether you've been removed from countries in the past. So please make sure that you answer those questions truthfully and carefully. Okay? The other way you could be found to have misrepresented is if you entered into relationships of convenience. For example, illegitimate marriages. The last one that I want to address is credit chargebacks. Okay, so once you pay immigration, and then of course you charge back that credit card. All the above things that I've mentioned, they are tantamount to fraud. Okay, yes. So if a visa officer, while adjudicating your visa application, they think that you have misrepresented, they will give you an opportunity to explain yourself. So they will send you what we call a PFL, that is a procedural fairness letter. You will be given a few days, maybe 10 or 7, to explain or clarify that matter, and then you exonerate yourself. If you're able to exonerate yourself, then you're not going to be caught with a misrepresentation. So what are the consequences of being caught with a misrepresentation? The simple one is that your visa could be denied, so you can just get a simple refusal. But immigration has been very strict with fraud, and they are addressing fraud, they are cracking it down. So I'm seeing severe consequences like being banned from entering Canada for a period of 5 years. You could be stripped of your visa. Yes, so many visas were cancelled. Remember the cases whereby people were being denied boarding flights, others were being deported upon entry in Canada. You could also be removed, that is deportation. You could be removed at the port of entry, and you could also have a permanent record of fraud with IRCC. So how do you avoid misrepresentations? Please, my friend, if you think that there is a mistake that was made, please do voluntary correction before you're detected. Okay, so timing is key. As soon as you know a mistake was made, please correct it ASAP. The other one is explaining and proving that you acted in good faith, okay, in that application, because misrepresentation doesn't always have to be intentional. Some people misrepresented innocently, and others, of course, they misrepresented intentionally, because when you provide fake bank statements, what are you doing? You know that they are fake bank statements. If you're providing fake family documents in Canada or education documents, you are doing that intentionally, my friend. The other way, as I said, is proving that you acted in good faith and you provide full disclosure. Okay, and of course you rectify that issue promptly. Again, timing. The other one to avoid is make sure that you review all your applications thoroughly before you hit submit. Read and read again, sleep over it and check it tomorrow with a clean, fresh set of eyes. Okay, and of course the last one is understand the probative value of your documents. Are they material? Because you can only be caught with a misrepresentation for providing fake material documents. So is the document material? For example, you say that you're coming to Canada through express entry. Of course, you claimed you have a master's and you don't have a master's. That is material because that master's contributed to the points that you gained, right? Yes, so you gotta be very, very, very careful to avoid misrepresentations, because as I said, if a family member is caught to have misrepresented and deemed inadmissible, then the whole family will be deemed inadmissible. Okay? Now, if you've been found to have misrepresented and you are inadmissible, how can you overcome that? Number one is you can appeal. And this one, I have done several of these, whereby visa officers do make mistakes. Yes, they do make mistakes. At times, they were just unfair, or they committed an error, they ignored some documents. There could have been just a genuine mistake that was done even by the visa officer. Others are done by the schools. We've had cases whereby someone is accused of providing a fake LOA, and it's only that when the visa officer called the school made a mistake and said that you are not enrolled in that school, or rather you don't have an admission. So those ones can be explained, and then you can appeal. And if you provide the correct information, you clarify candidly, then you will be successful. If you have been banned for 5 years and it's something that you cannot appeal, for you to enter Canada, you must acquire what is called an ARC, that is authorization to return to Canada. Okay, that is some form of permission that you have to apply for to IRCC. And I'm telling you, my friend, your reasons better be compelling. You better have a compelling reason as to why you need to be allowed to enter Canada after having provided fake documents. Okay, or having lied in your previous application. So if the reason is compelling enough, then you could be issued with an ARC. Okay, the other one is just plain wait for your 5 years to lapse and then try your luck in future. And this I want to address. Come on, I have so many questions from people in Kenya every day who are like, Lois, I was supposed to come to Canada last year I used an agent, you know, they did ABCD. Now I've been caught with a misrepresentation, I've been banned, but I still want to come to Canada for vacation. My friend, vacation is not compelling reason as to why you need to be late to enter Canada. So you can just wait out your time, and after 5 years you can try your luck again, my friend. Okay, so the goal today is to urge you to avoid a misrepresentation, because majority of the misrepresentations I see are truly and purely avoidable, guys. For this and more, please keep it here, subscribe, and hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye now.